Well, greetings once more, my fellow horror fanatics. Your host is here with my monthly horror pack unboxing video. We can count on these for a while to come yet. This, I believe, is April's box, and actually, for once, it arrived on time. What a fucking miracle that is. I just want to give you guys a quick preview of things to come. In the words of my friends at Horror Hive, by the way, you can see some of my writing being narrated on their videos. There will be some content to come. Also, I've got hot sauce reviews coming up. I have, after all, got Ari Lehman's first Jason sauces to look at, as well as a few others. And also, a little bit of a horror history look back at another topic that I feel is relevant to our times, much as my retrospective of the real Ghostbusters was. But I'm not gonna bore you all with details any longer. Let's just get down to the main topic here, shall we? These always come in these little white bubble wrap baggies. As a professional cheapskate, by the way, I would recommend saving these and holding on to them. They're good for like Christmas and holidays, sending your gifts in. Oh baby, starting us off, we have Dominion, prequel to The Exorcist. You know, I remember actually seeing the previews for this in the theater back in the 2000s, I believe it was, and even then I thought it looked pretty cheap. Probably like something that was not meant to be involved in the Exorcist franchise, but that some network or a studio executive, excuse me, decided to just slap on there at the last minute to try to get a little more money. A supernatural evil comes to a post-World War II archaeological dig in British East Africa. Or is the escalating toll of death and dread the inevitable result of human nature? Given recent events, I'd say the latter. Father Marin witnessed man at his worst during the war, and it led him to abandon the priesthood. He never fucking did that in the book. Now supervising the excavation of a mysterious church, he must rediscover his faith to combat a foe who's cunning, unrelenting, and immortal. So in short, I probably was just about right. There was a script about demonic possession that was not meant to be a part of The Exorcist, but then someone said, hey, we need to make some money on this, so let's slap The Exorcist name on it. Let's see, what else? Ooh, this actually looks kind of interesting. Suhark's Vampire Hunters. In 19th century China, an evil monk awaits a nest of ghoulish vampires hell-bent on devouring human life. Chinese vampires, that's new. Now a quartet of heroes trained in Taoist Moshan school... Well, Moshan. Seriously? What do they all do when they're facing the vampires? Shout, Final Combat! Give me a break. School of Magic and their master, excuse me, must use their unique powers to destroy the Vampire King and his lethal coven before it's too late. Masters of the martial arts, each of the 4 students specializes in controlling the elements of his namesake. Rain, lightning, wind, thunder. So basically, it's Naruto meets vampires. Well, that's certainly new. Oh dear. This is certainly relevant to one of my recent videos. The Midnight Horror Puppet Master Collection. Now, let's see here. We have Puppet Master versus an all-new evil. Either that's the Demonic Toys sci-fi movie, in which case I subjected myself to that like 15 years ago. I really don't want to re-experience it. And Curse the Puppet Master, the Human Experiment. I actually have seen all of these. And that's actually a plan I do have for a video. I just can't say when I'm going to be able to do it, or complete the footage. Is a sort of a look back at Full Moon and just wondering what the fuck happened. Because, let's be honest, there's a really big leap from the very first Puppet Master and like Castle Freak or even Head of the Family to Ginger Dead Man vs. Evil Bong Part 3 or corona zombies. And because I love you people, I am planning to subject myself to Full Moon's Tiger King ripoff, and even what I believe is they're doing, a ripoff aimed at the murderer hornets arriving in America. So again, in the words of Horror 5, be sure you tune in. Last but not least, we have Necessary Evil with Lance Henriksen and Danny Trejo. That gives me hope. Those two always deliver the goods. So, Deborah Fielding will stop at nothing to uncover the layers of corruption that lie deep within the falls of Edgewater Psychiatric Institute, even if it costs her life. Big guess what that's going to be. In a series of twisted events, this budding investigative journalist unlocks a Pandora's box of deceit. As she confronts uncertainties, authorities, and demons from her past, she realizes they have been dwelling closer than she thought. What she finds is that seemingly perfect life is nothing more than a perfect lie. Big fucking shock that is. You know, I thought that perfect life for me was going to live as an introvert, but for the last several weeks, I've been starting to feel that stress build a little bit. So, that was April's Horror Pack. It really honestly is a good subscription. I will be linking them down the description bar and giving them a quick shout out, of course. So for the price, I think it's worth the value, even if a lot of the stuff they send you is obscure and, let's be honest, schlocky. But hey, I'm a schlockmeister. I love that kind of stuff. So to top this quick unboxing video off, again, like folks, I don't want to bug you, but I'm just going to urge you, please, take all precautions. Wash your hands, keep your distance. I mean, we cannot possibly come together enough as a community of horror fans, and even just as people. We got to look out for each other. It's not just about you or me. It's about everyone. So you got to bear that in mind every time you go outside. So please stay tuned for my next videos. As always, eat, drink, and be scary, and enjoy.